The daily scrum, or most cases, most refer to it as the daily stand up. Well, the daily stand up is now a term that is used less and less and less because of what we refer to as we want a situation where everybody should be included, inclusivity. Now, by that I mean there are some people who cannot stand give or take, typically because of maybe an illness, an accident. In any case, if you say the daily stand up, you are expecting them to stand up. So we're shifting away from that term to the daily scrum. That's where we're including everybody, whether you are disabled or able to participate, in this event. Now, a quick history about the daily scrum. When they used to call it daily stand up, the idea is the development team should stand up on their feet and have a quick conversation for 15 minutes. Standing up on your feet basically puts pressure on you to quickly express yourself. You are not relaxed, you are not casual. You are really in that state where you want to quick go, express yourself so other people can get a chance to express themselves. And when you are doing this standing, the conversation is quicker than when you are doing it sitting. So, the daily scrum is an event that quickly allows the development team to understand or align on the work they are doing on that day. Typically, 3 questions are asked. What did you do yesterday? What are you doing right now that that we should know about? And then, do you have any issues that is preventing you from being productive? So, the Scrum Master typically asks this question, and the team goes through a round robin. By round robin, I mean it goes from one person to the next, from that person to the next, and they go over this, maybe in most cases, through a board. They are looking at a board. If they are in the office, they are looking at this board, basically, or a Jira board, Trello board, Asana board, whatever it is, Azure DevOps board, any board. This is a board where you have the columns, to do, in progress, integration, testing, review, done. They have these columns where they go through this board, and let's say I, Russell, am one of the developers. I am looking at my story and saying currently yesterday, I was working on story 6589, which is the story number of the story number of that I'm working on. And I have no issues. Basically, I was able to do the integration here, the database update here, and I was able to do yesterday. Now, today, I'm continuing that work. However, I have some issues because I need to upload this into the cloud, but I do not have access to S3 instance, as an example. Now, by saying that, the Scrum Master is listening for that impediment to say, okay, this guy needs access, and he needs help. So the Scrum Master jumps in and asks a follow-up question to say, okay, who would you like us to reach out to be able to help you with that? Well, maybe the DevOps guys might be able to help me, or the solution architect, or whomever. The developer shares an idea, and the Scrum Master says, it's okay, I'll follow up with you, at the end of this call, so that I can better understand how I can assist you. What the Scrum Master is trying to do is he or she wants to understand that impediment, which is blocking that developer from working, and help identify who within the organization can help remove that impediment, meaning help that developer work, get back to being productive. And if the Scrum Master is able to do that, he or she would have facilitated the removal of an impediment for the developer. So that's how it works. So again, it's going through the motion of what did you do yesterday? What are you doing today? And is there any impediments? The Scrum Master is listening for that impediment, but for the development team, they are listening and having a fair understanding of what each of them are working on. That way, the idea is for them to be able to form a cross-functional team, and that is self-organized. So if one person, for example, is out, by virtue of the fact that each of them are in the loop on what is going on, what this person is working on, somebody can cover for that individual. So, but it's essential that the team goes through this process day in, day out, and build that muscle memory to be able to support one another. So that's it. The outcome of that event, which is the daily scrum, is to have a good understanding of what the team is working on, what they worked on, what they intend to work on, and if they have any impediments. And again, we try our best possible as a scrum master to ensure that everybody gets an opportunity to express themselves, typically showing the work they are doing on the Jira board. Now, another, what I refer to as an anti-pattern that I'd like you to watch out for as a Scrum Master is when a developer is talking about something that is not on the board, then you should be concerned. It means that the developer is doing something outside that is not being captured. So you need to be, as a Scrum Master, be mindful and follow up with that developer to say, hey, is there any possibility that you can actually add that work because I didn't see it when you were talking about it? Can you add it to the Jira board? That way we can have visibility into the work you are doing and be able to support you where necessary. Now, that way, ladies and gentlemen, is bringing the work from externally back into the team, and we can actually have a good grasp of what the team's true capacity, which is what can they really deliver, this team in particular. The Daily Scrum is a very important event, and it's used for really aligning with the team and figuring out what they are struggling with so that we can solve their issues or problems.